What's good, y'all? Slita here, Sports Live and ATL. I might make this a premiere, so some of you guys can chat at the moment. But this is hopefully the last time I'm going to talk about this because I'm already visibly infuriated with Alex Anthopoulos. He failed Braves country. He let down the Braves. The fact that you go 2 years and you know that you need starting pitching because you get all your pitchers are just getting hurt. You're calling up old guys and no names and rookies back and forth constantly to complement your pitching staff. They get rocked, they get hurt, and you're expecting Chris Sale to bail you out. I'm dumbfounded. There was a note that said the Padres have one of the worst farm systems, and at the last minute they got Robbie Ray and Casey Mize. And MLB reported, out of all the teams that needed pitchers, the Braves were the only team, of course, to not go get a starter. Now, we got a starter in Taylor Miley, but really? I'm sorry. I'm not buying it. Alex Anthopoulos needs to resign from his duties. I listened to his presser today, his interview on 680. He dug every fucking question. They asked him, number one, what are your expectations this year? And he's over there giving philosophies and excuses and all that, and he says, and I quote, Braves fans want a World Series title every year. But that's not what the question was, what did you want? Alex is all about saving money. We keep talking about the prospects, and I was telling my brother earlier, we keep talking about, we don't want to sell the farm system, and a lot of you Braves fans, delusional Braves fans, are like, well, I'm glad we didn't do it because I don't want to give up the farm system. Well, this is what I said. You don't give up the farm system. You go 3-4 years with those guys you didn't want to give up, and you don't win a World Series. And then say they pitch well, right, or hit well, or whatever. And then they're going to be on the market to go. And then you got another crop of youngsters that you don't want to give up. You don't want to mortgage the future. When we go 3-4 years with no World Series, that's 8 years of no World Series while conserving your prospects. While other teams are just spending some money, say, "Yep, come on over," and they win a World Series. Whatever happened to it's not it's what you do now. What have you done lately, right? How in the hell? I mean, granted, you don't want to rip your team up for years to come, but you think the Dodgers are suffering? I mean, some of these guys that they got, are homegrown, but a lot of these guys the last couple of years, the Blake Snells, the Max Scherzers, the Shohei Ohtani, Tyler Glasnow, Tariq Skubal. These weren't in their organization. And they won back-to-back World Series. While the Braves have saved their prospects, done nothing in 2 years to get their starting pitching done, and we have one missed playoff season and one bounce in the first round. Make that make sense. How does that make sense? I mean, what would you rather have? I'm tired of these fans. And some of them say that I'm not a true fan because I think this way, but why would you care about saving prospects if you're not winning rings? So we're going to save all these prospects and we're going to not have any World Series rings. Since 2001, that's all we've done. We save prospects, and most of the prospects aren't even pitching consistently. We saved Spencer Strider. He has yet to pitch consistently in the last couple of years. He's always hurt. We're saving the prospects for A.J. Smith-Shawver, and he hasn't pitched all year except maybe his last start. He's still coming back from injury. And both of those guys, Strider and A.J., I believe, got rocked in the postseason in the last couple of years. You got Spencer Swellenbach. You're saving his ass, your prospect, yet he hasn't pitched all year because of injury. Grant Holmes, the guy that you picked up a couple of years ago, I don't know if you call him a prospect, can't get out of the fourth inning. Okay? So you got all these guys and stuff that's you're trying to conserve, but they're getting belted or they're hurt and not pitching. J.R. Ritchie, you bounced him up like 3-4 fucking times, right? The guy that Connor Thomas that had a 20-something ERA with Milwaukee in one start or two starts a couple years ago, and his first start this year, the Braves got rocked. He got sent down, and the A's signed him. That's a prospect. He's got. I mean, what are we doing here? All the money that we make with Braves Country and Truist Park and the prospects that we got, what good are prospects and having money if you're not going to use it, right? And it's mind-boggling to me. We might not even have a baseball season next year per se. So so they said, are you disappointed or angry? I'm not disappointed. I'm angry. But how many times can I scream and raise my fucking voice? Alex Anthopoulos failed the Braves organization. I don't know if it's connected between him and the ownership, but the interview that I heard today on 680, go listen, he was ducking every question. He wouldn't answer the question. 680 was trying to ask him, did you try to go for Jacob deGrom? And he pussyfoot around that one. Did you go try to get any starters? He ducked that one. What are your expectations? He ducked that one. I don't know why we got a GM that's relying on youngsters in their early 20s, bouncing them up and down. Why'd you even sign Chris Sale if you're not going to support him? If I was Sale, I would be angry. I would demand a trade during the offseason. I would, because he's pitching his ass off and you're not giving him any support. You're giving him no support. And so now we're going to go in. Why not? I was talking to my brother a few minutes ago. Why not try to sign Trevor Bauer? He's been cleared of wrongdoing. Yeah, he's had some personal demons, but if you're going to give Marcell Ozuna a break after his domestic dispute, and some of these other players out there are criminals, but yet they get a second opportunity, why not go for Trevor Bauer? Oh, wait, let's just let the Dodgers pick him up on a waiver or free agency, right? What are you going to do? Unless there's something that goes through the waiver, even if they have that now, what are we going to do? We're basically, if there's absolutely nothing else we can do, if we make the playoffs, we're going to have Chris Sale, and then we're going to rely on Martin Perez. Hopefully Lopez comes back healthy. Maybe A.J. Smith-Sauber will pitch and come back. Spencer Swellenbach, maybe he'll come back and pitch. Maybe we'll put Taylor Miley at the third starter. We'll see if he can get, he can continue his good streak that he's had the last month with the Giants. Who else do we got? Bryce Elder. Maybe he can keep the ball in the fucking ballpark. That's a lot of fucking ifs on a pitching staff. And we all know in the playoffs, good pitching beats good hitting. Name me one World Series team that just mollywopped everybody in the recent years that won a ring. The pitching the Braves won it in 2020. They didn't dominate all these games. Their pitching won. The Dodgers last year, pitching. The year before, pitching. I believe every World Series team in recent memory, or in most World Series teams, the pitching get low-scoring games. So basically, we're going to hope that Chris Sale and all these other bums that we got don't make many mistakes in the postseason, because if you make one mistake, because the other teams are going to shut our offense down most likely. Hell, in the last 3 playoff appearances, I think we have 12 runs total, or something to that extent. We didn't score really in 2 games against the Padres. We scored, I think, 8 or 9 in one 4-game series against the Phillies. I can tell you, in our last 3 playoff appearances, we had less than 20 runs total scored, 20. And the other teams scored more because our pitching was that bad. We used Elder, Swellenbach, I believe A.J. Smith, I believe Spencer Strider, who was not 100% healthy at that time. Everybody, all of our starters in those 3 series lost game 1. So we were behind the 8 ball like crazy. So, and you're telling, I cannot understand. I don't know why this guy has a job. Why is it in Atlanta that we're always having problems? Whether it be our football GM or the Hawks GM with debacles with that, the Braves GM, why can't we look at these other teams and what they're doing? If you're preaching that you want to win a ring, and Alex told people since the offseason, he's going to go be aggressive and get some starting pitching help. Bullshit. If you were aggressive, you would have got one done. A lot of these teams gave up virtually nothing to get these guys. The one that sticks with me again is the Padres. The Padres got Robbie Ray and Casey Mize within the last hour, and they gave up nobody. Their prospects aren't even good as ours. And Alex, you couldn't compliment that? The Cubs got Kevin Gausman away from you. Freddie Peralta went to the Rays. The Dodgers got Skubal and whoever the hell else. Right? And all we got was Taylor Miley, a 3-9 pitcher with a 5.5 ERA. He's a doable 3rd or 4th maybe, but we're going to probably force him to be a number 2 or 3 in the playoffs. I'm sorry to tell you, I wouldn't want to start Bryce Elder in Game 2. I wouldn't. I would rather at least have a veteran in there. I mean, Taylor Malley definitely is none of those pitchers that the other teams got, but I would rather have him than Bryce Elder or Swellenbach or Shawver, Dylan Dodd, J.R. Ritchie. I mean, I don't know what his mindset is. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. I'm dumbfounded. There's not one logical thing that said he couldn't have got a decent starting pitcher. Knowing that has been our problem. He has, in the last 2 years, he has gone back and forth transactional-wise, mainly with pitchers, not with hitters. Pitchers. We have been calling up pitchers left and right, sending them back down, giving them 10 to 20 fucking chances for 2 years. These same pitchers back and forth. How many times have we had fucking Swiss cheese Cracker Barrel Cookie Carrasco bouncing around? We had him like 20 fucking times. How many times is J.R. Ritchie going to be bounced around? Right? How many times are we going to be doing this? It makes no sense. I mean, how can you sell your fan base that you want to win a ring when you don't make ring moves? You make lollipop crackerjack moves. I mean, I understand you want to be frugal with your money, right? But I have never seen a general manager so tightwad. John Sherrill wasn't tightwad. He did what he had to do. Alex Anthopoulos, even in the World Series year, we didn't make big splashes. There were years that we were in on Aaron Nola. Failed. Tarek Skubal. Failed. Anybody else? Failed.
Can you hear me?
I'm sure everybody can now. Even John, my brother's knocking at my door.
I don't think they're being frugal with the money.
Bullshit.
I think they're being frugal with the players.
It's about money. Money and players.
But they don't want to get rid of the players.
Okay, well, there's money too involved. You know, because you're looking at contracts. But, I mean, I don't understand. Like I said, he didn't exactly go crazy in 21. How many of these pitchers at the deadline have we failed at getting? How in the hell does Jacob deGrom not want to waive his no-trade clause to come to the Braves, you know, with what we got? And he's close to here. How in the hell do we not pull? I mean, what the Tigers gave up to send him to the Dodgers, what the Dodgers gave up to get Skubal was nothing. What the Padres gave up to get Robbie Ray and, you know, Casey Mize was nothing. I mean, it's so bad that, and it's a slap in the face that the Giants traded within their division. Padres are in the West, in case you don't know. You know, I mean, and then, Jesus fucking Christ. Alex Anthopoulos is doing what he said a couple weeks ago. There were rumors out there that he's more focused on the offense. He hopes the offense bails out the team. But how is the offense going to bail out the team when every year since 2021 the offense has been shut down in the postseason? Why? It's not that batters are pitching to the offense. Opposing teams' pitchers. In every series that we play, whether it be the Padres, if we play the Padres in the first round or any series, they're going to be throwing 3 starters at us. 3 capable starters. Or we're just going to have Chris Sale and a bunch of others. If we play the Dodgers, every pitcher that they have is going to be top-notch starter, and we're going to be throwing Chris Sale and a bunch of others. We play the Cubs. They have at least 2 starters that I know of that are capable, and all we're going to have is Chris Sale and the other bums. We face the Brewers. They have 3 guys to my knowledge, and I think they got Peralta. I don't know if they can get Peralta, but I think they got at least 3. And I'm pretty sure they added somebody, and all we got is Chris Sale. Is there any team that we face in the playoff that's got a worse starting pitching staff than us? No. Absolutely not. In the National League? No. There's nobody. There's no National League team that has a worse starting rotation than us, and they're going to shut us down. How are we going to combat that? Alex as a general manager, your job is to put the best team on the field to win a World Series. He said that he added good pieces. How? I mean, we added, I guess, some okay bullpen guys, because I'd rather have these veterans in there like Suter and, Suter, because Bailey Falter, he's like, what, 1 and something with a 6 ERA? He's going to spend his time in the minors. Why would you want him in the bullpen? Right? Molly, you're going to want him to be he was a starter with the Giants. So why in the hell would you put him in the bullpen when you need starters? Molly's going to start, I think, on Friday or Saturday against the Yankees in New York. So clearly your starting rotation should be Chris, and not so much order aside after Sale. Chris Sale, Taylor Molly, whoever the fuck else we got. Who are you going to bring Didier Fuentes to a starting role? I mean, it's ridiculous. We should not be wondering after Chris Sale what we're going to do. We're going to juggle, just bounce around, ping pong ball all these pitchers, while these other teams have legit starters and they're going to get them set in a rotation and getting ready for the postseason, right? And we're just going to be juggling after Chris Sale. Can you start Chris Sale every game, maybe? Maybe have Chris Sale pitch 3 innings in every game. Have him pitch 3 innings in game 1. Hope the Braves score some runs. Have him pitch 3 or 4 innings in game 2, and have him pitch a couple innings in game 3. Can we do that, maybe? I mean, you know, these teams right now, they have a starter. What do they got? A leadoff guy to start. Why not just pitch Chris Sale 2 or 3 innings every game? I still would feel better with those chances, you know, than what we got going on. I mean, I'm dumbfounded. So it's like I feel like I'm rooting for a division champion that has no chance to win a ring. I could be wrong. I didn't see them winning it in 2021, but how Alex can justify not making a goddamn move of note? I mean, he made moves, but he did not improve. He might have improved the bullpen, technically, sort of, but he didn't improve the starting rotation. He may have gotten an extra bat. You did not improve the starting rotation. Taylor Molly is called improving the starting rotation? What? Like I said, he's better than the youngsters because the youngsters aren't pitching because they're hurt. The only youngsters that pitched, Connor Thomas got belted and he's no longer on the team. J.R. Ritchie's up and down. He's back in Gwinnett. Have you noticed the pitchers that we're using right now are guys who have been here a while, been in the majors a while? Bryce Elder, as young as he is, has still been here a while. You know, Chris Sale's a veteran. Martin Perez is a veteran. Grant Holmes has been in the league quite a while, right? All these guys, Ronaldo Lopez has been in the league. We're not relying on these youngsters because they're always hurt and or they're not ready. You see my point? So, I mean, I can't see. I mean, honestly, if you go to in the playoffs, if I were the Braves, if the pitchers that we got are healthy, all of them, I would rather in the playoffs pitch as starters Chris Sale, Ronaldo Lopez, Martin Perez, and Taylor Molly. You want to know why? Because at least they're veterans. I wouldn't throw any of these fucking youngsters. You're going to hope that these youngsters come back from injury in September to try, you know, or in October in the playoffs to get right. I would rather have the veterans be our starting pitching staff if you ask me. I don't want Didier Fuentes to start. He's young. I don't want him in a playoff game. I don't want Grant Holmes in a playoff game. I don't want coming back A.J. Smith-Shawver or Spencer Swellenbach in a playoff game. You haven't pitched the whole year. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So, I mean, we're screwed, man. Unless the sports gods are looking down on us, we are screwed. We're rooting for an inevitable downfall. Yeah, I'm rooting for the Braves. I want them to win a division. I'll be happy if we hold on and win this division, right? But ultimately, what is it going to get us? I already have enough division championships for the Braves. I got like 20-something since 1991. I'm division championed out. We've already seen the Braves win 2 World Series, and we let 3 or 4 get away. Right? Legitimately. So, I mean, division titles are great, but in the end, does it really matter if you're not going to win a ring? Alex, you failed this organization. You failed the fans. Why you still have a fucking job is beyond me. During the offseason, I don't know at the powers that be. I don't know if the owners can. Is there anybody higher than the owners that can actually fire these owners? I mean, is there anybody that can fire these owners? Because as long as we have these owners here, we're not gonna do anything at the deadline because I guess they're constricting Alex. But Alex says he's not constricted. Every time he goes and talks to him, they give him the money. So if that's the case, why are we still going on year 2 with pitching issues? Are you waiting for these teams to just dump all? I mean, why not get Chris Martin while you're at it? He got DFA'd by the Rangers. He used to pitch for us. Don't be surprised if he gets Chris Martin. I'm telling you, he's probably digging the wire and trying to get all these guys on the waiver wire. Because, you know, watch him go back and see if Jesse Chavez is done on the ranch and see if he's got at least 2 months in him. It wouldn't shock me. Why not go out and try to see if, do something, right? I mean, jeez, man. Alex, you're a joke. You're a complete joke. You can't answer the hard questions, and you've let down this fan base. I know you've let down me for sure. So, anyway, 20-plus minute premiere. It gives you some content, comment, and everything. Like, comment, subscribe. 110 subscribers. Thank you. But I'm standing pat with what I said. I said the other day, if the Braves don't make any significant moves to help this pitching at the deadline, the 4 Braves games that I went to, that's it. I'm not going to another one. If the Braves are winning, make the postseason, and they start winning in the postseason, which means their pitchers are doing their job, great. I might consider it, even though the prices are ridiculous. But as far as the regular season goes, I'm done. I ain't wasting my money. I ain't wasting my gas, my time, my energy, because everything is fucking overpriced at Truist Park. The parking's overpriced. The food is massively overpriced. The driving up there, gas is high as hell. There's a lot of goddamn traffic. I'm not wasting it. I was so excited last week at the game because I really believed that we were going to improve this pitching staff. But we failed. So why am I going to reward Alex and the owners? Why? Why in the hell should I do that? So my TV and my laptop and my phone from here on out the rest of the year are going to be my Braves. Right? Anyways, I'm done raging and ranting. This is probably going to be the last thing that I say unless something pops up in the news about something that's going to piss me off. I don't know what else could piss me off after what I've been through, after I went through. I refreshed the phone a billion fucking times the last week, and the best that came out of it was Taylor Miley, Brent Suter, 2 guys that aren't even in the majors, and getting rid of Eli White, which I really wanted him to stay, and Joey Bart. I'm telling you straight up, at least for now, unless Molly does something or whatever, the only pickup I'm happy with is Lane Thomas. Because the guy can hit left-handers. But we needed pitching. So I waited all this trade deadline basically for Lane Thomas and Taylor Miley. Unfucking believable. Oh well. Slita here, Sports Live Detail. Like, comment, subscribe. Falcons preseason game against the Broncos next Friday at, I think, 8 or 7. I do get off of work in plenty of time to stream the game, so I'll check my schedule on that Saturday the 15th. If I'm working like 10 or 11 a.m., or I'm closing, I will stream the Broncos-Falcons preseason game. One thing, and I'll talk about that at a later date. You know, one thing I will say about it is Stefanski, unlike Arthur Smith and Raheem Morris, he's going to play the starters. And I'll talk about that in another video. Slita here. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you in the next one. Alex, get off this team. And ownership, relinquish your ownership of this team.